Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? RJ back, another review. And today I'm going to do a Fatal 4-Way on DVD. Once again, this month, no insert on the DVD. You just get a little advertisement for the Legendary movie and the Big Show movie, which looks kind of bad, but you never know. And there's the disc itself. This event took place on June 20th, 2010. The main events being for the Smackdown World Title, Fatal 4-Way match of Big Show, Rey Mysterio, and CM Punk, who wore the mask. And the world champion at the time was Jack Swagger. And on Raw, champion being John Cena. His opponents were Edge, Randy Orton, and the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Okay, the night starts off. Vince McMahon comes out, and he comes out and says, "Oh, I'm sorry to have to tell everybody that Bret Hart will not be here tonight after Nexus shaking him around in that limo, which happened just the previous Monday before, where Nexus put him in the limo and they hit him back and forth off cars and stuff, and said, do we get our contracts now?" And they wanted to answer by Sunday, which was the Fatal 4-Way event. And he wasn't there, so Vince McMahon comes out there and tells the fans that. And then the first match starts, where Drew McIntyre comes out. He shakes hands with Vince McMahon. He gets in the ring. He's the chosen one by Vince McMahon and stuff. And back then they were doing the Theodore Long thing, where he was getting picked on by Drew McIntyre all the time and stuff. And Drew McIntyre made Theodore Long come out. He's like, "Vince McMahon told me that you have to come out here, so get out here now." And he comes out there. He's on the sidelines for the United States title match between him and Kofi Kingston. The ref gets knocked out in the match. Theodore Long has to intervene, and that it was an okay match. Nothing special, but it was a decent start to the night. I've seen a lot worse starts to pay-per-views. It was definitely a decent start to the night. After that, we move on to the Fatal 4-Way Divas Championship. Not really much to say there. It was okay, I guess. Not really that special. Evans up losing the title to Alicia Fox, as you see on the cover with the title there, but really not that great. Really nothing special. Then we move on to Chris Jericho versus Evan Bourne. Jericho at the time, kind of like today, he's having second thoughts about his career and stuff. He doesn't look like he's very confident and stuff. He comes out, cuts a little promo talking about how if you're under 25, Chris Jericho, is the reason you watch and stuff. It's a pretty good promo. The match itself was pretty decent as well. Pretty long match too. Jericho countered a lot. Ended up losing to Evan Bourne, which I thought was kind of crazy. Evan Bourne kind of gotten a push a little bit. Not right now, but he was getting a pretty good push at this time. But overall, it was an okay match. Move on to the United States Championship match. Very entertaining. The Miz comes out there and he does his own version of the R-Truth What's Up theme. Very entertaining. Miz forgets his words halfway through it though, but very entertaining. Like I said, definitely check that match out. Miz didn't really put his title on the line that much, but when he did, it was pretty good matches, and that match was no different. All I can say for a little background for this match is just a week before on Raw, the Miz won in a Fatal 4-Way against R-Truth. R-Truth was the United States champion. He got it back, and yeah, it was looking pretty good. Move on to probably the worst match of the night: the Hart Dynasty versus the Usos. Not a good match. I mean, I see they were trying to get the third generation against the third generation thing going, but it just didn't work in my opinion. The match was not good at all. Definitely the worst match of the night. Alright, then we have the SmackDown main event. Everyone knows at the time Kane, in case you didn't know actually, Kane at the time was going around accusing people of putting Undertaker in a vegetative state, and he comes out and gets involved in this match. Comes out there with the coffin, tries to put CM Punk in it. Everything just goes crazy. Swagger ends up dropping the title to Rey Mysterio, as you see, who didn't hold it very long himself afterwards, but yeah, he gave it to Rey. I particularly didn't care for that match that much. Not as good as the Raw one. The Raw one did have a crazy ending too, but But it was just wasn't as good as the Raw one. I thought it was okay, but just I didn't care for it that much, you know. Alright, main event, Cena coming in as world champion, fatal 4-way. Overall, it was a really good match. The ending was kind of crazy where Nexus comes out and attacks everybody, and Sheamus picks up the win real quick and runs for it. Which I don't blame him, I'd run too if I saw all those Nexus guys coming at me. But yeah, it was pretty good. Speaking of the Nexus, though, it's a little off topic, but how powerful is that Wasteland move of Wade Barrett? I mean, one time, you do it one time, Taker stays down, Cena stays down, Orton stays down. That Wasteland move, they're making that thing like the next F5. No one kicks out of it. I mean, it's crazy. What do you guys think of that? But that was a little off topic. Sorry about that. But yeah, as far as that goes, that was definitely the match of the night. I really enjoyed it. And as far as special features go, this thing doesn't really have much. It has one thing. It's a minute long, and half of it's in the pay-per-view already, so it's kind of pointless. It's the Nexus plot. They show them backstage planning their attack just for a second before they start the night, you know, planning the attack to attack Cena and everybody in the Fatal 4-way at the last minute. And as far as special features goes, that's all there is. As you see here on the cover, you got Nexus, you got the Divas Champion, you got the new Smackdown Champion, and you got the new WWE Champion, Sheamus. Overall, the event was pretty decent. Special features are very lackluster, and that's about all I have to say about this review. If you guys like it, pick it up. If you guys didn't like what I said about it, you know, just pass on it. It's not the best pay-per-view of the year, not the worst either. It has some decent moments in it. For all you guys that don't know, follow me on Twitter. I have a new Twitter account I just made. I'll put a link in the description box, so follow me on there. And if you guys have any any requests or anything like that, just let me know. Like I said, it's Fatal 4-way. You know, it was okay, not the best, but just check it out. Thanks a lot, guys.